What's going on, guys? Future Films Productions here, and today I'm gonna do a theory video. And you might be like, what? Future, you don't do theory videos, you only do like reaction videos and live streams and gaming videos. Wrong! I'm going to start doing theory videos, and for my first theory video today, the theory I have is, what if Azog the Defiler won the Battle of the Five Armies? If you don't know the Hobbit Battle of the Five Armies, then you should go watch it. You're missing out on life. So, I had just finished watching the extended edition for Battle of the Five Armies, and there was this scene where it looked like defeat was just certain. Just like their leaders were alone, like everybody was alone, just like Thorin, Gandalf, Bilbo, Thranduil, Dane. So, but now, let's get to the point. If Azog were to win, these are the characters who would die. Obviously, you would have Thorin and company. Thorin and the 13 Dwarves, although Thorin does die in the original timeline. And then, second of all, Dane Ironfoot II would have died too. See, in the original timeline, after the Battle of the Five Armies, Dane Ironfoot became King of Erebor, King under the mountain. But since in this alternate timeline, he dies, King Thranduil of the Woodland Realm. Having Thranduil killed would make, well, I have no other connections for Thranduil, really, because I don't really know Thranduil that well. Okay, so let's move on. Gandalf the Grey. Yes, Gandalf would have died if Azog won the Battle of the Five Armies. And we see Gandalf die in the Fellowship of the Ring, and then he is reborn in the Two Towers. But this was before any of that. But now Gandalf has been killed, and his spirit is now setting off to Valinor, where it shall stay there. Bilbo. Yes, Bilbo would have been killed, and if Bilbo had died, that's it. Basically, the entire plot of Lord of the Rings is over. There will never be such a thing. Unless Bilbo had the ring on and he couldn't have been seen. That is the only way Bilbo could have survived the orcs. Okay, now that we're done over the characters that would have died, now let's see what had happened after they had claimed Erebor. After claiming the kingdom of Erebor, Azog would return to the necromancer at Dol Guldur, and he will tell them that they have claimed the kingdom of Erebor, and then Sauron, also known as the necromancer, has now opened the gateway to reclaiming the kingdom of Agmar. Now, having reclaimed Agmar, that's how to destroy everyone. They reclaim Agmar, everyone else is dead. But now, since they've reclaimed Agmar, now with the forces of Mordor, Isengard, well, that's before the treason of Isengard, so with the forces of Mordor and Agmar, they will march. They will take out Eriador, Gondor, Rohan. Even the Shire will fall. And also Azog completing his goal of wiping out the line of Durin, the Longbeards. So yeah, basically they reclaim Agmar. They basically destroy Middle Earth. But in the actual timeline, oh, and also if Bilbo dies, if he's not wearing the ring, okay, let's just say Bilbo's not wearing the ring and he gets killed, and the ring gets lost. Basically, the ring is lost for 3,000 years. And basically, if Bilbo was killed, Frodo is left as an orphan when his parents die. See, Bilbo would have never adopted him. Frodo, he would never inherit the ring. No quest to Mount Doom, no Gollum, no ringwraiths. Basically, if Azog won the Battle of the Five Armies, the entire plot for Lord of the Rings would be scratched, gone. Out of existence. And now let's go on to what would happen after they lost the Battle of the Five Armies and how that would affect the Lord of the Rings story. Now, after the Battle of the Five Armies, 5 months after the battle, after reclaiming the ancient kingdom of Agmar and reclaiming Gundabad, and this is not script at all. This is all coming out of my head. This is not script at all. There's no script in front of me. I'm not reading a script. No, this is completely out of my head. But this is a theory, if he did win. So please, listen. Hold on, guys. I'll be back. I have to do something. Alright, guys. I'm back after that little inconvenience. Sorry about that. But back to what if Azog won the Battle of the Five Armies? Of course, Azog, I believe I've said this before, completing his goal of wiping out the line of Durin. And he's completed it. Now let's move on to what would happen during the Lord of the Rings. So basically, the Lord of the Rings would never happen. Gimli and Legolas would have never become friends. Because, I also forgot to mention this, Legolas would have also been killed in the Battle of the Five Armies. But if you guys have not read the book, Tauriel, Tauriel in the movie, she's not actually in the book. Tauriel is just something Peter Jackson made up for the movie. So, if we want to go movie version, if we're going movie version, Legolas and Tauriel died. But if we want to go the book version, only Legolas died. There was no Tauriel. But we're going movie version. Oh, and I also forgot. The Eagles came also. They would have supported the armies, except for the orcs, of course. But that would also lead to the death of Radagast the Brown and Beorn. And that would leave two wizards of the Astari dead, Gandalf and Radagast. Now, I have not seen anyone on YouTube do a What If Azog won Battle of the Five Armies theory video. So hopefully I'm like the first, second one. Maybe even third. Maybe I am the first. I don't know. Well, guys, that was my first theory video ever. This was Future Films Productions, and I'll see all you guys later. Bye!